Châtelaillon-Plage is Sean Joseph White's second novel. It is about a middle-aged man who believes he's suffering from a mental health condition. Gilbert Martin can say things that others don't and predict the future with disturbing dreams and visions. Whilst on a school holiday to France during his teens, he meets a girl called Margot on Châtelaillon-Plage. Somehow, she manages to leave the beach with him, and since then, she has inhabited his life. He talks to her, he chats with her, and she answers back. Today, we have the great pleasure to meet the author of this mystery and romantic novel. Hi, Sean. It's great to have you here with us.
Hi, Geneva. Thank you for having me.
Okay, so the plot of this novel is so captivating. Do you want to tell us how you got the idea?
Well, I visited La Rochelle when I was 13, just like Gilbert did in the novel. And I remember standing on the quayside at La Rochelle, being very thirsty and having to go into a cafe for an orange juice. I went in, I sat down at a table, and on the table was a bottle of Chateau Margaux. And I wondered at the time if the Scottish girl's name Margot actually came from the vineyard. That went into my mind, and I went back to the hotel that night. The following day, we were on a coach trip to Châtelaillon-Plage. And I dreamt that when I got to the beach the next day, I would meet a girl on the beach called Margot, and she would buy me an ice cream. So that was the dream, and that's kind of reflected in the novel.
Okay, funny. And from a literary point of view, what are the challenges to write a novel like this?
I think the major challenges was, without giving too much away, was to actually make the plot work. You know, it's very unbelievable to have a mystery person who's with you for all your life, and you can't identify who she is, whether she's a ghost or whether she's some other alien entity or something like that. So, you know, you have to walk a fine line between you know, telling a good story and being too unbelievable. And what I tried to do was not to be too unbelievable. I tried to actually make the story a story that people could actually believe in. And, you know, the mental health problems are actually key to that Gilbert is suffering from. As I say, I don't want to give away too much because I don't want to spoil it for people. They should read the novel. But the feedback that I've had so far from people who have actually read it is that they actually found it believable. They didn't see the ending coming. It was quite a surprise to them. So I think generally the plot has worked.
Okay. And we also know that you have a website dedicated to your art. Do you want to tell us a bit more about it? We're curious.
All right. Well, I took up painting about 7-8 years ago, and it was I wanted to do something that would be a challenge for me. So I hadn't really sort of painted before very much. And I did a bit of drawing, but never really sort of painted with oils. So it was a real challenge. You know, it was 50 paintings before I actually had something that actually looked like, you know, if I was trying to paint a portrait, you know, it took me 50 attempts to really sort of try and have a portrait that actually looked like anybody. So, you know, I got, you know, addicted to painting, and you know, because it was such a challenge and because it was so technically difficult, and you know, I've recently completed my 500th work, and you know, I thought my paintings were getting quite good, so I decided that I would set up a website and start selling prints and cards and, you know, original oils from it. So the website is called www.whitehavenart.com. And people can go on and have a look, and if there's anything that they like, they can place an order.
Yeah, will do, definitely. Thank you very much, Sean. Châtelaillon-Plage is a suspense mystery novel of love, courage, and perseverance that will make the reader dwell on how, no matter how extreme the situation someone is going through, life can be a surprising journey. Now available in bookstores and online, a publication by Europe Books.